Hello. Hello. Good morning on this Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. Up in the morning to, I told you, I don't know. I go into these random accents and I don't even know what they are. But I just like to do it. I just like to, and I don't even know if it's decent or anything like that, but I just do it. Happy Wednesday. And today's Wednesday, December 10th of 2025. It's my daughter Catalina's 34th birthday. I never thought I would say I had a kid who was 34 years old. And she's not a kid, but she's always going to be a kid. There's my toilet paper. Yes, it is. I don't care. No, no, Cat. So Cat, she doesn't watch anything I do. She doesn't. But happy birthday to you, darling. I love you so much. I left her this ridiculously long voicemail this morning. She probably won't listen to that either, but you know what? I'll clip this and I'll send it to her, and she still won't watch it. But, Kat, I love you. Dad loves you. Happy 34th birthday to you. I hope you have an amazing day, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend. I can't wait. I love when I see my kids. I love that because it doesn't happen often enough. So, hi, everybody. It's, the holiday season, and we got a Christmas card from Deej. So, I'm going to open it right now so I can put it up in my studio. Thank you, Deej. Thank you to our channel members, Jenny, Jim, Kathy, Bailey, Christine, Redsma, Patty, and Tanya. Thank you so much, guys. They get nothing for being a member. They just help us to stay here and on the air at our free online streaming radio station, Kiki.fm. Give it a listen if you haven't already, because it plays all of the greatest classic hits. Oh, this is a pretty card. Thinking of you today and always. If it's really personal, I'm not going to read it. Oh, this is about Louis. It's not a holiday card. It's about Louis. But thank you so much. And if I read it Deej, out loud, I'll start crying. But oh, this was sweet. Deej. Deej is the best. You're all the best. But thank you, Deej. That was very, very sweet. Yeah. So there you go. See what I mean? It just puts me in a tiz. So how are you guys today? I hope you're having a great week so far. Cindy, how are you? Patty, good morning to you. Good morning. It's freezing here. We went to Mystic yesterday. I was going to say Mystic Village, but we did go to Mystic Village. However, first, all right, this is what happens, right? You watch TikTok, things go viral. And then you say to yourself, well, I got to try this viral place because everybody's talking about it. People stand in line for hours to go to this particular place. Now, for those of you who don't know, Mystic, Connecticut is just a humongous tourist area in Connecticut. Huge. It's on the water. It's beautiful. Very quaint little town. And there's two sections to it. One, little shops. You can walk around, a few restaurants. And there's a drawbridge that really goes up and down because big ships pass through there. Really nice oyster restaurant on the water there. We've been there a few times. Really, really nice. And then if you go down the road, it's Mystic Village, more shops, restaurants, really cute to walk around and things like that. So we did both. And we went to a bakery called Sift, SIFT. This bakery is a viral bakery. People literally stand in line for hours to get into this bakery. So I said, well, it's not the tourist season. Let's try it. Really cute. You walk in, really nicely set up bakery. So I got a cold salmon sandwich on a croissant. That was absolutely fabulous. And I got this chocolate thing, which looked really pretty. And all of their pastries look really, really pretty. And I got a hot eggnog. That was delicious. Now, I'm not going to sit and rank on it and complain about it, but I'll be honest, and it's not just, I don't think I would wait anywhere for over an hour to get into it. I'm not doing that. And then there's another place. I'm so sorry. I forget the name of it. They have two locations. It's a coffee shop in Newport. That is completely viral. People wait an hour to get in there to get a drink. And to me, I'm just not doing that for any place. I don't care how viral it is. So yes, it was cute and we enjoyed ourselves. However, I'm not waiting an hour to get in there. So my suggestion to you guys, you see these places that are crazy viral and you're just really curious to try, go in the off season or go super early in the morning, try to figure out a time when they're not busy and then go and visit because nothing's worth I'm sorry, I just don't think anything's worth waiting in line for like that, to get a donut, or a macaroon. I'm just not they didn't have donuts. They had a lot of macaroons. So, again, nice place, food was good. I mean, to the point of me saying, "Oh my gosh, I'll never eat anything like that again." No, wait, nothing's that is anything that good? Really, truly, let me know because I've never found anything that good where I'm thinking about it all the time and I'm saying I have to sit in line, stand in line and go back and wait 2 hours for a fig Newton that tasted absolutely delectable. I'm just not doing it. But we had a great time there. So, see, beside the point, just go on an off time if there's a place you really want to go to. We went to Mystic Village, we walked around. Again, great time to go, not on the weekend. The weekends are packed there, and it's really not as enjoyable as the experience we had yesterday because there was no one there. There were people there, but we felt like we had the whole place to ourselves. Very, very fun, great place to visit. Again, just try to go on an off time. And we're thinking about going to New Hampshire for a couple of days. I don't know. I said Vermont. I was like, I don't know. I think it's too far. We're so bad. We're so bad now. We really are. We like home. We're homebodies. We truly are. We like being home. And you get to just sleep when you want, right? I know it's annoying. But anyway, so hi. And I'm just going to jump into everything here. Sharon Osbourne, you know, the poor woman, she's still grieving, of course. She'll be grieving for the rest of her life. And it was recently Ozzy's birthday on December 3rd. This article is from E! Online. She returned to social media to, I mean, quote unquote, celebrate, what would have been Ozzy's 77th birthday, only 5 months after he had passed. She said, "I will never let go of your hand." And she went on social media again to, memorialize her late husband who passed on July 22nd of this year. "My darling husband, I celebrate the day you were born. I will never let go of your hand until I see you on the other side." And Kelly Osbourne wrote, "Happy birthday, Daddy. You most certainly did not die an ordinary man. Life without you was hard, but not a day goes by that I don't dedicate my life to loving you and your legacy. I miss you more than anything in the world. I love you until eternity. What I would not give to watch you blow out just one more candle." And again, we always say, if we could just have one more, just one more, what if, try not to have the what ifs in life. I think that's one thing I've learned going along this journey is that you just try to eliminate the what ifs because we just can't go back. And let me just share a video. She was just on Piers Morgan. Let me go ahead, share this and play this for you guys.
The main doctor said to him, "If you do this show, that's it. You're not going to get through it."
So he knew that if you went ahead with the show, it would probably kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel, given how painful it's been to lose him.
See, you started me off now. He didn't want to die on stage. He didn't. But he did it his way. It was like I was in a dream. I was looking down on it all. My kids could see and feel how much their father was loved. It was just like overwhelmingly warm, going back to your hometown where you're really loved. His Majesty sent me a letter the next day.
King Charles.
King Charles. He got Ozzy. They need to create new words for it, the feeling of loss. Grief is now become my friend.
Oh, how sad. How sad. Grief has now become her friend. I mean, hopefully she's able to, every day, hopefully get stronger and, just celebrate him more. Oh, gosh, right? All right. It's not a lot to talk about today. So I said, what am I going to talk about? Because I got to pop on. Well, I figured I'd go on Amazon because who doesn't? And I actually had to, it's just so sad when these things happen. I was trying to film some videos yesterday and it was tough because you see the back of my phone, it's all cracked up. So I had to order a replacement thingy that goes a lens camera lens cover. So I'm waiting for those to come in so I can go back down the street from my house and go see the Conway Christmas tree light extravaganza because we went last night too. We did a lot yesterday. And that was really fun. Really fun. You park your car, you walk through. He's added so many more Christmas lights and it's free. And I believe his donations go to Make-A-Wish. He raised over $9,000 last year. I mean, Ted Conway does this out of the bottom of his heart. He doesn't get a thing for it. Just the joy of seeing kids and parents happy to walk through his yard and look at all the cool lights and decorations. It's just really, really neat. So I said, let me just go ahead and see what the top gifts are people are buying on Amazon, and they're weird. I'm not gonna lie. One is a tick duck flying orb. What is that? I'm gonna go share my screen again because this is so stupid. Like who spends their money on this crap? Like what is a tick duck flying orb ball, and what are you going to do with that? $25.60. How dumb. And then a flying disc, another multicolor. I think we're all in Squirrelville because we all do like colors and flying things. And I'm not buying these things. I'm just showing you what other people are buying. $28.99. Oh, big sale ends in 20 hours. Hurry. Go get your flying disc that lights up. Gifts for men and women. Well, thank goodness. A phone stand with a Bluetooth speaker. $21.99, or you can get a bonsai tree kit. Tommy Lee is really into bonsai trees. So you can pretend you're Tommy Lee and get yourself a bonsai tree kit for $29.95. I would kill it. I mean, I have a money tree. I'm really pissed because my friend Michelle's, hers is huge. Mine's dead. Like, what do I do? I've got, I think, 3 leaves left on it. And I said, is that like a bad karma thing to have in my house? Maybe I should get rid of it because I'm like, why do I only have 3 leaves left? Hers looks like a bush. You could plant it out and probably use it as a privacy screen. That's how big hers is. I don't get it. A hot dot hand warmers rechargeable heat thing, $24.99. What is that? Like, all right, okay. All right. If you're sitting outside for a long time. And then I'll just do a few more here. A crock pot 20-ounce electric lunchbox. All right, that might be kind of useful. If you're traveling all the time, you're in the office every single day, that's 40 bucks. Perfect for travel, on the go, spill-free dishwasher. That's cute. I mean, to me, that's all right. I would like that one. That's cute. A Swarovski 2025 annual edition ornament, 63 bucks. Now, let me tell you something. Some of those Swarovski Christmas ornaments are worth a buttload of money. So if you got some that you've had for years, look them up on eBay. Seriously. The retired ones, oh my goodness, people buy them too. They go for a lot of money. And then the next one, a 3-in-1 foldable charging station for Apple products, $20.99. I mean, I guess. I tried a charging station, it didn't work. It's just me, probably. This one, I don't know what this is. A Christmas party surprise gift money box for a cash pull. All right, something goofy, I guess. Or you can get a shiatsu foot massager with heat. I wouldn't sit still long enough to do that. Just being honest. So there are some top gifts, if you're having trouble figuring out what to get somebody, I don't know. The only thing I saw was a crock pot. Honestly, that's the only thing I saw even worth getting. All right, so here are some 80s trivia questions for you because I just found this yesterday. said, I'm just gonna do a few questions a day until I run out of the box. All right, what is the name of the first Indiana Jones movie? I wouldn't have known. I would have forgotten unless I saw it on this card. Well, it's called Raiders of the Lost Ark. Who remembers that? I know. Well, things we forget, things in our brain that go bye-bye. Which all-time best-selling arcade game was released on May 22nd of 1980? Now, who's going to know a date? I mean, I only know this because I used to play this all the time. The game is Pac-Man. Why did I have to look at the card? I already knew the answer. Pac-Man. Who went to the arcade and played Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man, MS dot Pac-Man all the time? I did. I did. I oh my gosh. And I've played Pac-Man recently on a video arcade game thing. And let me tell you, the anxiety I get when I'm getting chased by one of those things, a Pac-Man, I literally have to take a pill. I don't have a pill, but I'm saying if I had an anxiety pill, I would take one at that moment because it's so scary. I'm like, even after all these years, I still get anxious when I get chased by a Pac-Man. It's my life. Okay, here's your last 80s trivia question. Which band asked people to walk like an Egyptian? Walk like an Egyptian. Just talked about them the other day. The Bangles. All right, so we'll have some more 80s trivia tomorrow. I got these at a yard sale, of course. Why not? They were brand new. I don't know. I'm like, how could you get rid of these? Why would you get rid of these? Because nobody has use for them, see? Or you could get a foot massager. I would rather go for the 80s trivia cards. So what was the number one song on this day, December 10th of 1983? Take a guess. It was Say, Say, Say by Paul McCartney and the late Michael Jackson. I know. They stayed at number one for 6 weeks with Say, Say, Say. Insane. Absolutely insane. What was even more insane was the rift that would follow between Sir Paul McCartney and the late Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson, a couple of years later, bought the ATV music catalog, which was the Sony music catalog, which included a lot of Beatles songs. And this all happened after him and Paul had a conversation about Paul's music investments. So Paul kind of felt like, listen, I told him all of my deep, dark secrets and what I was investing in music. He swooped in. He felt that Michael swooped in and took everything from beneath him without even having a conversation with Paul. And, Paul was like, he really took my advice and kind of stabbed me in the back. But of course, after Michael passed, Paul McCartney spoke very, very highly of Michael. But that was a real public rift between the two of them. Now, let's see. Back in 1985, again, 2 years after this song, Say, 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 was released, Michael bought the ATV music catalog for $47 million. Paul McCartney was bidding on that catalog. Not sure how much he was bidding, but I don't even know how that all went down. That's kind of a good topic to talk about one day, but how did it all go down? Were there representatives, telling Michael, you got to go up to this number? Was Paul being told anything at all when he was bidding for the catalog? Or was it two totally separate transactions that neither one had any knowledge of that either one was bidding on? I don't know. I'd really love to know more about that story, though. However, the fact that Michael did buy the catalog, Paul was like, you're not very nice. You're not very nice. And of course, there were rumors that Michael was going to leave the catalog to Paul in his will, but that didn't happen. So there you go. Number one song on this day, 1983, Say, Say, Say. And here are a couple of dirty but not so dirty Christmas jokes, because why not? What do you get if you deep fry Santa Claus? I mean, it's a horrible vision in itself, but it's just a joke. So what do you get if you deep fry Santa Claus? Crisp Kringle. It's so sick, but silly at the same time. Oh my gosh. What was the other one I was going to do? All right. So here we go. It's so wrong, but here we go. Why does Santa always land on your roof? Because he likes it on top. Wow, that was Santa, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just can't with me. I can't. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. So this is a quickie. This is a real quickie today because there's not a lot going on. But if there's any topics you'd like to talk about, please put them in the comments below because we still have tomorrow and Friday. And not that I want anything to happen, but like, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm just like grasping. But you know, it's fun. No, not really. I take that back because I like being here. And I'm going to be here anyway, regardless if there's anything to talk about or not. I'll make it up. I'll pretend. So if you like pretending, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, let you know every time I go live. And of course, make sure you download the free app to Kiki.fm, playing all the greatest in classic hits. And I like big sweatshirts, and I cannot lie. This is a vintage Nike Just Do It sweatshirt. I love it. I love it. It's like, I don't know, a large or something, but it's really big. And I like big clothing now. Isn't that ridiculous? Hide my hip fat. That's right. Hide my hip fat because I can pull it down. Nobody sees it. All right, guys. I hope you have a magnanimous day. I love you, love you, love you. And I will hopefully see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.